Welcome to the pizza party. This is the Pizza Guy DIY. And today I'm going to show you how to make cast iron pepperoni pizza with a Walmart take and bake cheese pizza as the foundation. Is it cheating? Yes, of course. Is that a problem? No, not at all. All right, so here it is. It was on sale for $4 and I can't pass up a bargain like that, right? I saved the whole $2. And then I added like $10 worth of, pepperoni, cheese, and sauce. Maybe not $10, but anyway, it is in fact a 12-inch pizza. And thing is, my cast iron pan is 12 inches at the top, but the sides slope in, and the bottom is about 10.5 inches. Now I've already got olive oil and some cornmeal down there to keep this thing from sticking because I just don't know how that pre-made raw dough, well, raw, partially cooked, par baked, I don't know, is going to, behave in the cast iron. But then I threw this in the oven at like 450 for a period of time, and came out like this. Woo, yeah, woo, doggies. But let's go back real quick and look at this. So 12 inches outside to outside on the crust, 12 inches outside to outside on the upper rim, but it's only 10.5 inches at the bottom. So when I jammed this into the cast iron pan, you can see here we have a crack. And then we have a crack over here, and then maybe you could call these wrinkles. Wrinkle, 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 wrinkle. So the crust had to fold a good bit in order to fit in there. But you can see I've got, added slivers of cheese. In this case, I didn't put down shredded cheese. I put down slivered mozzarella, which is just using the side of your cheese box grater. And then you can see this red thing here is fresh tomatoes. I put fresh tomatoes down. Then I put the slivered mozzarella. Oh, there's some green peppers that I added with my oven roasted garden tomatoes also. And then some thick cut freaking pepperoni, dude. And also I want to point out that I'm staying away from the center. We all know that the tip will droop, right? You're going to get flop on your triangle pizza slices. So I try to stay away from the center with ingredients, but I sometimes forget, and then, oh, look, it's droopy. Oh, well, it is what it is, and it came out like this, and that's a pretty pizza. Yeah, then I pulled it out of there. It came out very easily because of that oil and that cornmeal. Grabbed a spatula, got it out, put it on a cooling rack, let that sit for a few minutes, and then I flipped it over. I put another cooling rack on top of it, and then I flipped it. So I could see the bottom and show you the bottom. The bottom looks beautiful. I could have let that go a little longer, but guess what? I already had enough color on top. So, and even the thick cut pepperonis are cupping. So went ahead, I flipped it over to show you the bottom, and you can see where I said it broke, it wrinkled, it wrinkled, it wrinkled, it wrinkled. So anyway, yeah, I was able to jam this 12-inch pizza into a 10.5-inch bottom of the 12-inch cast iron pan, and everything came out beautiful. If you look at the bottom of this crust, you can see that that's where we got that golden brown beauty color at the bottom. But if I had put it on one shelf lower in the oven, I think that I would have had better browning higher in the crust strata. If you look at the crust and you understand what strata means, you got sedimentary rock at the bottom, then I've got sand, and then I've got, clay above that. So I've got a crispy crust at the bottom, and then a doughy, a bread-like material, and then doughy, I guess, is more appropriate for this third upper level of dough strata. But hey, that's just me being a weirdo. Like I said, if I had put this one shelf lower in the oven, I think that golden brown part of the crust, the bottom of the crust might have gotten some leopard spotting, but it also may have grown or thickened the bottom golden tan strata layer further up into the bready layer, and the bready layer would have maybe, converted some of that doughiness into more breadiness. So pizza crust is a tricky thing, and here we have a great example of, you know, a pre-made store-bought pizza that's got dough, and we're looking at how it reacts. So, just wanted to point that out because I'm a weirdo like that, and I just want to say that is one pretty picture. And here's another one. That's me. I am Troy from troysweb.com. Visit my website and buy me a pizza. That is the same thing as buy me a coffee. Look, I'm never going to get monetized on YouTube. I'm a tiny, small channel, and I will never get 1,000 subscribers. I doubt I will ever get I don't want to say never say never, right? So I doubt I'll ever get 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours when I'm making under 10-minute videos, right? It is what it is, but I'm doing this for fun. It's a learning experience. I want to share these things with people. I really hope that people will, clap back and give me a comment here and there. That's what it's all about. Subscriptions, likes, and comments. That share button's pretty cool. It's not an arrow on a compass. It's a paper airplane, so you can write the link on a piece of paper and send it to your friends via, paper airplane. No. But you click the share button and it's supposed to be a paper airplane, so you can send the link via email, text message, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, WhatsApp, blah blah blah, yabba dabba doo. Catch you next time.